Determined to Stand, the Reinvention of Bob Dylan, by Chris Gregory. Read by Chris Gregory. Determined to Stand, the Reinvention of Bob Dylan, by Chris Gregory. This book was first published in Great Britain by the Plotted Plain Press in 2021. Copyright Chris Gregory, 2021, all rights reserved. Special thanks to Mark Weller, Gordon McNiven, Jeff Marshall, Ian Cooper and David McBride for their invaluable help and comments. All lyrics quoted are the property of the copyright owners and are reproduced under fair use terms for educational purposes only. This book is dedicated to Stanley Jackson McCormack. May you stay forever young. Prelude. Destiny is a feeling you have that you know something about yourself nobody else does. The picture you have in your own mind of what you're about will come true. It's the kind of a thing you have to keep to your own self because it's a fragile feeling, and you put it out there, then somebody will kill it. It's best to keep that all inside. Bob Dylan, 60 Minutes interview, 2004. 11th of March, 1995. It is a cold spring evening in Prague and Bob Dylan is playing his first gig of what will be another busy year. After a couple of numbers, he abandons his guitar and mumbles something about having just caught the flu. For the rest of the show, he will prowl the stage, microphone in hand, focused entirely on his singing. Whatever the state of his health, he sounds fresh and utterly focused. The songs are mostly familiar, but have been heavily rearranged. The show begins with a riff-heavy version of Down in the Flood from the Basement tapes, now presented as a slow, deep blues and a kind of proclamation for what will follow. The singer declares vehemently that he is not going to be your best friend now. Throughout Just Like a Woman, Tangled Up in Blue, Mr. Tambourine Man and It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, he stretches his vocal lines to what seems to be their limit, every song sounding deeply resonant and heartfelt. It is on the 10th number in the set, Man in the Long Black Coat, that sparks truly fly. The original version on Oh Mercy, 1989, had benefited from producer Daniel Lanois's atmospheric swampy arrangement, with added sound effects of chirping crickets, and Dylan had played the song many times in the intervening years. But here it takes on a completely new incarnation. It is a mythic tale of how a woman living somewhere in the deep south is whisked away by a mysterious stranger, perhaps a priest or a con man, or both, who overwhelms her with an unknown, unspeakable power. Although we hear that the preacher was a-talking as a sermon he gave, he said every man's conscience is vile and depraved, she chooses to give her heart to this apparently demonic figure. Dylan then takes the song at a sonorous pace, at first pronouncing the words in a near whisper, then extending the final syllable of the last word of each line. The mood that is evoked shifts from eerie calm to a kind of transcendent fear, its dramatic effect heightened by the contrast created as Dylan keeps moving out of one mode and into another. The effect builds up throughout the song until in the final verse the softly spoken lines, "There's smoke on the water, it's been there since June." Tree trunks uprooted neath the high crescent moon are set against him almost screaming, "Feel the pulse and vibration and the rumbling force. Someone is out there beating on a dead horse." He seems to fully inhabit the apocalyptic energy of the transformation that has occurred. The song deals with a kind of spiritual uprooting, like that of those devastated trees. The set pattern of the nameless woman's life has been destroyed, and along with it, many established certainties. Never has the conventionally twee moon-June rhyme been used to such a devastatingly ironic effect. But the identity of the man still remains a mystery. Is he truly the devil, or is he a liberator? Man in the Long Black Coat is Dylan's most unflinching depiction of the conflict between the settled, ordered world of conventional religion and the uncertain, often frightening, mystical space of the creative imagination. In this performance, whose varying vocal inflections portray an unforgettably anguished mental condition, showing how quickly one state of mind can slide into another, Dylan himself appears to have entered an almost trance-like shamanistic space. He is, quite literally, in a fever. And in this performance,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?